The chosen one. They built a robot with your inspiration. Are you ready to hear this? The energy of the universe resonated in your soul in such a way that they built a being inspired by your essence. You are not an ordinary person. Your path, your destiny, your frequency is so powerful that not only humans, but even machines are shaped by looking at you. This is not a random event. This is a sign of destiny. Your presence, your vision, your energy has spread such a wave that even technology now bears your traces. Today, you are witnessing the beginning of a legend, because you are the pioneer of ascension. Your presence, your inspiration, your journey now resonates not only in the spiritual dimension, but also in the physical world. Chosen one, I ask you now, are you ready to accept your power? Are you ready to embrace this call? Then write 77 in the comments immediately, because your energy has now exceeded the boundaries of humanity. The celestial tides have shifted, and reality is no longer what it was. An ancient process has begun, one that separates those ready to transcend from those who will remain tethered to the familiar. There is no randomness in this. The selection is precise. Before your conscious mind even grasps it, your body is already reacting to the profound transformation underway. The dizziness, the unease, the weight pressing down on you. This is not mere discomfort. It is the sensation of an unseen force rewriting your very essence. You woke up and everything carried an unshakable strangeness. The ground beneath you seemed less solid, as if gravity itself had momentarily loosened its grip. Thoughts, once sharp and ordered, now drift like whispers on a distant wind, refusing to form as they once did. Sensations ripple through your spine, subtle vibrations that feel like they originate from beyond the physical. What you're experiencing is not an illusion or a trick of the mind. It is the unmistakable shift of perception that marks the threshold between dimensions. The cosmic event that unfolded was not merely a spectacle of light and shadow. It was a moment of convergence, a synchronization of forces unseen, recalibrating the flow of time and energy. A veil has been lifted, and what once seemed absolute is now dissolving. The pulse of existence itself has altered, and with it, your awareness is expanding beyond prior limitations. Everything you assumed was stable is in flux. Colors carry a depth that wasn't there before. Sound reverberates differently, and even time itself feels stretched and compressed all at once. This is the unfolding of a grand design, one that only a few will perceive. The transformation taking hold is more than internal. It is rewriting the very script of your soul. Cycles that kept you bound are breaking apart, outdated agreements dissolving like mist at dawn. The old framework no longer holds weight, and the forces that once kept you confined are being overridden. The shift is unmistakable, a rupture in the fabric of what you once believed to be reality. This is the crossing point, the unraveling of illusions that have dictated your existence for too long. This change is not subtle. It is a complete restructuring, a force so potent that your physical form struggles to adapt. The sensations coursing through you, the pressure in your head, the tremors in your limbs, the disorientation, these are the signs of your system upgrading itself to align with a higher state of being. This is not illness. This is evolution in motion. The discomfort is merely the friction of transformation, the shedding of an outdated self that can no longer survive in the new frequency. And yet, amidst this storm, a new stability is forming. The chaos is not endless. It is paving the way for equilibrium on a level never before reached. As this energy finds its balance within you, a new state of clarity will emerge. You will begin to see your place in the unfolding pattern, the purpose of this shift, revealing itself piece by piece. This is the moment of recognition, where the new self begins to take form within the ashes of the old. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. The shift is not for everyone. It is not a universal awakening, nor a call that echoes for all to hear. This transformation is precise, deliberate, and destined only for those who are always meant to step beyond the illusion. Those who carry within them the blueprint of a greater existence. Those whose essence resonates with the frequency of expansion. Many observed the cosmic event, but only a select few feel the magnitude of its effect coursing through their being. This is not an open-door transition. It is a refinement, a crystallization of those who were always meant to rise. The first undeniable confirmation that something within is changing is the way the body revolts against its former state. Waves of unease come unprovoked, an internal fire ignites without reason, and exhaustion strikes without warning. The physical form is rejecting its old composition, ridding itself of the residue of outdated energy. For years, perhaps lifetimes, it has carried the weight of stagnant vibrations, tethered to a world that has reached the end of its cycle. Now every fiber is engaged in an accelerated release, expelling what no longer belongs, shedding the remnants of an existence that has outlived its purpose. This is not a disorder. It is a restructuring on a cellular level. The very foundation of physical being is shifting to accommodate a new state of existence. Then comes the overwhelming need to step away, to retreat from the noise of the ordinary world. Familiar faces feel distant, conversations seem irrelevant, and social interactions drain the spirit rather than nourish it. It is as if everything that once felt natural now grates against a raw nerve. This is not a rejection of others. It is a necessary withdrawal to recalibrate. Those who are still aligned with the old reality unknowingly disrupt the refinement process, their presence creating an energetic interference. The separation is not an act of exclusion, but a sanctuary for transformation. The space to listen, to receive, to integrate the immense waves of change surging through the consciousness. When night falls, the veil between realms dissolves completely, revealing a hidden architecture of existence. Sleep no longer feels like rest, but a passage through unseen dimensions. Unfamiliar places carry an eerie sense of recognition. Encounters with entities, symbols, and messages weave a silent dialogue between worlds. There is no confusion, only a knowing, a deep, instinctual recognition that something vast is being transmitted. Patterns emerge, sequences repeat. A sacred language unfolds in the depths of the subconscious. These are not fleeting dreams. They are instructions, codes designed to unlock dormant pathways within the soul. Imagine a great, ancient river that has long nourished the fertile valleys of your life. Now picture that very river, which once flowed with unstoppable force and purpose, slowly receding to reveal new, untouched soil beneath. This is the natural, divinely ordained process unfolding in your life today, a sacred unveiling that strips away what no longer serves to prepare the way for a fresh season of abundance and promise. In this divine moment, the remnants of your past self and the old patterns that have long defined your existence are dissolving in a way that is both profound and purposeful. The unraveling of the old life is inevitable. Long-standing connections, which once provided comfort and familiarity, are beginning to lose their grip, as if their time has come to rest. Relationships that you may have clung to for decades, the roles that you assumed were central to your identity, and the endeavors that once fueled your heart now appear diminished, as though their strength has waned in the bright light of a new dawn. This disintegration is not a sorrowful farewell to something cherished. Rather, it is a glorious act of liberation, a divine clearing away of the debris of an outdated identity that no longer aligns with your true destiny. You see, every bond, every attachment, every pursuit that once seemed indispensable has fulfilled its purpose in your journey. Much like the autumn leaves that fall gracefully from their branches, these elements of your life are naturally detaching themselves, making way for the budding energy of renewal. There is a beauty in this dismantling, a certain grace in the way the old parts of your existence relinquish their hold, allowing your spirit to rise unencumbered. What remains is a canvas freshly prepared for the vibrant colors of a new, more enlightened chapter. A chapter that speaks of hope, of growth, and of divine reawakening. This transformation is not marked by loss, but by the sweet release of limitations that once confined you. It is as though a weight has been lifted, a burden that had silently anchored you in a reality that was ever diminishing. Now, as you stand at the precipice of this monumental shift, you are invited to witness the miraculous shedding of what was, and to embrace the promise of what is yet to be. The process is both sudden and merciful. The old constructs, though familiar and at times comforting, simply cannot support the life force that is now surging within you. They are relinquished with a gentle finality, leaving behind only the necessary fragments that will serve as the foundation for the new frequency that resonates deep within your soul. Every place you once called home, every role you played in the theater of life, and every relationship that once anchored your existence is now undergoing a transformation. These aspects of your life, built within the confines of an earlier era of your being, are being tenderly retired. Their purpose has been honored, and they are now gracefully stepping aside, making room for the radiant energy of a higher, more vibrant paradigm. The world around you is not being destroyed, it is being reborn. The outdated structures of your past are dissolving like mist at the break of day, replaced by an emerging reality that is far more expansive and aligned with divine truth. In the midst of this transition, you may feel an initial sense of discomfort, a physical and emotional stirring that signals the deep internal realignment taking place. It is as if every cell in your body is awakening to a new rhythm, shedding old frequencies that no longer harmonize with the celestial plan. You might experience moments of uncertainty where the familiar contours of your life blur into a hazy panorama. But do not fear this transformation, for it is not a descent into chaos, but an ascent into a realm of higher purpose and greater clarity. The natural order of things decrees that for something new to flourish, what has come before must first be allowed to pass away. This is the sacred law of progression, a divine script written in the stars. The breaking away of old ties, roles, and identities is not an act of destruction, but rather an act of creation. It is a powerful metamorphosis that paves the way for a rebirth of spirit, a rekindling of hope, and a resurgence of the unique light that lies within you. Each disintegrating bond, each crumbling connection, each faded pursuit is like a stepping stone laid out by the divine to guide you toward a future filled with unlimited possibility and grace. Consider the metaphor of a seasoned tree in a vast, sunlit forest. Over the years, its bark has weathered storms, and its branches have borne the weight of countless seasons. Eventually, however, nature calls for renewal. The old bark begins to peel away, and the tree undergoes a subtle yet profound transformation, revealing tender, vibrant layers beneath. This is not a sign of weakness or decay. It is a testament to the tree's resilience and its unwavering commitment to new growth. In much the same way, the parts of your life that have served you well up until now are gracefully stepping aside, giving birth to a renewed existence that is more in tune with your highest calling. There is a divine timing to every ending and every beginning. The dissolution of long-held attachments and the disintegration of obsolete roles occur at the precise moment when your spirit is ready to embrace a new level of awareness. It is a gentle, almost imperceptible shift that, once fully realized, brings with it a profound sense of liberation and renewal. The old is not forcibly taken from you. Rather, it gradually fades into the background, leaving you free to step forward into a life that vibrates with the energy of infinite possibility. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. As you move through this sacred transition, trust that every change is divinely orchestrated for your highest good. The disintegration of the past is not a punishment, but a cherished invitation to grow, to evolve, and to step into the fullness of your destiny. Every crumbling bond, every dissolving attachment, every faded pursuit is a sign that you are being gently steered away from what no longer serves you and toward a future where your true essence can shine with unbridled radiance. In this moment of divine realignment, allow yourself to be open to the blessings that flow from this transformation. Embrace the freedom that comes with releasing the old and welcome the abundant promise of the new. Know that this process is as natural as the changing seasons, and just as the earth renews itself each year, so too will your spirit blossom in the light of this new era. With each passing day, you are invited to rediscover who you truly are, a being of light, purpose, and unyielding strength. Do not cling to the vestiges of a bygone era. Instead, celebrate the courage it takes to let go of what once was and honor the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. The renewal of your inner landscape is a divine mandate, a call to step boldly into a life of authenticity, purpose, and spiritual abundance. In this transformative process, you are not losing anything of value. You are gaining a deeper connection with the divine source that flows within you and around you. Every part of the old that slips away is replaced by a richer, more vibrant tapestry of existence, a tapestry woven from the threads of divine love, boundless hope, and eternal possibility. Embrace this sacred clearing, for it is the precursor to a life where you can walk boldly in the light of your destiny, unburdened by the chains of an obsolete past. Every disintegrating connection, every fading attachment, every relinquished pursuit is but a stepping stone on the path to a grander, more fulfilling existence. The transformation is not a loss, it is the ultimate liberation, a divine gift that prepares you to receive the boundless blessings of a life lived in perfect harmony with the eternal rhythms of the universe. In the gentle unfolding of this transformation, you are being called to step away from the familiar and to welcome the invigorating promise of a new reality. It is a call to liberate yourself from the confines of an old narrative, to release the burdens that have weighed you down, and to soar into a future where your spirit is free to flourish. The old life, with its predictable routines and comfortable patterns, is giving way to a vibrant, dynamic existence that is as limitless as the sky above. And in this sacred exchange, you are not left with emptiness, but with the fertile ground of possibility, ready to be cultivated with the seeds of divine wisdom, hope, and unwavering faith. This is your moment to shine, to rise above the constraints of a past that no longer serves you, and to embrace the radiant potential that lies within. The disintegration of the old is but the prelude to a magnificent emergence, a rebirth that celebrates the true essence of who you are meant to be. Let this transformation fill you with the quiet assurance that every step you take is guided by a love that is immeasurable and a purpose that is eternal. The renewal that is unfolding is a testament to the resilience of your spirit and a herald of the extraordinary blessings that are on the horizon. May you find solace in the beauty of this divine process, and may your heart be filled with the deep, abiding joy that comes from knowing you are exactly where you are meant to be, standing on the threshold of a new era, ready to embrace the fullness of your divine destiny with courage, grace, and an unwavering trust in the promises of the eternal. And then, at the core of it all, emerges a realization too powerful to ignore, a purpose long buried under the weight of distractions, now rising with undeniable clarity. The pull towards something vast, something urgent, something that transcends the boundaries of personal ambition. It is not a fleeting thought, but an unwavering certainty, a call that has existed beyond time, now amplified to a volume that can no longer be ignored. Every excuse that once delayed the inevitable dissolves. The comfort of remaining small vanishes. The pull toward what was always meant to be takes hold with an unrelenting force. To resist would be to deny the very essence of existence. The moment of decision has arrived, and hesitation fades like a whisper lost in the wind. Those who allow the transformation to unfold will feel an unshakable certainty rise from within, not the restless grasp of the mind, but the deep, unwavering resonance of the soul. The search for confirmation ends. They do not look for signs, they embody them. The last remnants of uncertainty crumble, dissolving like shadows swallowed by the first light of dawn. This is not an ascent through effort or struggle. It is the natural rising of those whose awareness has expanded beyond the boundaries of the old world. The landscape remains the same, yet everything is different, because perception has shifted beyond recognition. Imagine a radiant sunrise breaking over a quiet field, each golden beam a gentle reminder of a destiny long promised. What has unfolded before you is far from a mere moment in time. It is a divine appointment, a sacred doorway that has swung open to welcome those with hearts ready for transformation. This is not an event marked by the measure of your past achievements, but by the spirit of your willingness to step into a new life. The lingering doubts that once held you back are softening away, and the heaviness of uncertainty is slowly lifting like morning dew under the warming rays of the sun. In this blessed turning point, the focus is no longer on the dormant talents or the uncharted opportunities waiting in the wings. It is about taking that bold stride forward with complete trust. The invitation stands before you, clear, unwavering, and filled with the promise of a future that has always been designed just for you. There is a powerful question that now shines as brightly as the first light of day. Will you accept this divine call and step fully into the destiny that has been prepared for you? This is not about meeting a standard of worthiness laid out by worldly expectations, but about opening your heart to the truth that you are already favored by a higher plan. You are being presented with the chance to walk a path that leads to spiritual prosperity and deep fulfillment. It is as if a magnificent light has been set before you, and each step you take will bring you closer to a life of abundance, grace, and joy, a life that reflects the promise of divine favor. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially, far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Friends, as you stand at this pivotal juncture, consider the words of hope and assurance that remind us that every challenge, every setback was merely a stepping stone to this very moment. The signs of your past limitations are now dissolving, making room for an inner strength that has always been waiting to emerge. The uncertainty that once clouded your vision is clearing away, replaced by a clarity that comes from knowing that this is your season of rising. The experience you are invited to embrace is not a distant possibility. It is a present reality, a chance to reset and realign your life with a higher purpose. It is like a gentle but irresistible call from a loving Father inviting you to leave behind the burdens of yesterday. Your hesitation is not a reflection of weakness, but a natural part of the process, soon to be replaced by a resolute commitment to move forward with a clear and open heart. Imagine the comfort of knowing that every decision you made, every trial you faced, has been leading you to this very moment. There is a profound beauty in the way life unfolds, like a masterful painter who reveals the hidden details of a grand masterpiece, one stroke at a time. Now is the time for you to trust in that artistry, to believe that you are the chosen beneficiary of a legacy of divine blessings. Every step, every breath, is a testament to the sacred potential that lies within you. This moment calls not for a measured approach, but for a full surrender to the miraculous possibilities that await. It is an invitation to release all the old patterns that have kept you in place, to allow the spirit of renewal to flood every corner of your being. The past is behind you, and it has done its part. What lies ahead is a future illuminated by hope and certainty, a future where you will experience the fullness of life as it was always meant to be. In this time of awakening, The decision is not made for you. It is a personal journey of stepping into the light that beckons. Every heart that beats with courage, every soul that dares to dream of a life redefined, is being gently called to rise. The choice before you is as clear as the unclouded sky on a bright, crisp morning. Embrace the promise of a new beginning, or remain where you are, watching the day pass by without seizing the divine opportunity. This transformative moment is a reminder that the path to spiritual fulfillment is open and inviting. The decision you make today will not only define your own journey, but also inspire those around you. As you stand on the threshold of this new chapter, remember that every step taken in faith is a step toward a future where miracles are the norm, and every day is a celebration of life's abundant blessings. So, dear friend, as you feel that stirring in your heart and recognize the call of a higher purpose, ask yourself, are you ready to step fully into the destiny that has always been yours? The light is shining, the door is open, and the journey toward a life of divine favor awaits you with open arms. Embrace this moment with the confidence that you are destined for greatness, and let your spirit soar into the magnificent future that is already unfolding.